Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show and here to do NFL, NBA, MLB, and wrestling news. If you haven't watched my NASCAR and Monday Night Raw, my Monday Night Raw review and NASCAR news, go watch those. And now I'm here to do, I guess, my mega news. I just did the NASCAR news separately because I don't have enough time to talk about it if I did in this video. But let's get into it. Start with the NFL. So, the Raiders requested permission to interview Panthers defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero for the head coaching job. The Falcons have also requested to interview defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero for their head coaching position, that along with the Raiders. I don't know why teams want to interview this guy after that soft defense he played at the end of their wild card game and cost them the game. I mean, I feel like Panthers fans would want him to go. But yeah, that's some news right there. George Kittle, during the Eagles game yesterday, he suffered an injury, carted to the locker room. As feared, he's out after suffering an Achilles injury. And then it's unfortunately confirmed by head coach Kyle Shanahan. He confirmed to reporters that George Kittle did, in fact, tear his Achilles. Man. Credit the 49ers for finding a way to win that game. Prayers up to George Kittle. He's going to be out for a while, man. Hopefully this isn't a career ender. But 49ers, just, man, sucks that team gets hurt a lot. So your NFC divisional round. Games will be 49ers at Seahawks, Rams at Bears. Man, they're pretty good divisional matchups here, man. The Final Four. And with the Patriots win over the Chargers, it sets up these AFC divisional matchups. It'll be Texans-Steelers winner. Tonight will be at the Patriots and Bills at Broncos for the AFC divisional matchups. Man, that Bills-Broncos game's going to be a hell of a game. Bills-Broncos, that's your divisional. So, Saturday, it will be Bills at Broncos, 49ers at Seahawks, and Sunday, Rams at Bears. And then Steelers-Texans, winner of that at Patriots. Get another great weekend of playoff football. And January 17th and 18th. Rams pass game coordinator Nate Shilhasey has head coach interview requests from the Ravens, Browns, and Raiders. Rams defensive coordinator Chris Shula has head coach interview requests from Miami, Tennessee, the Giants, Vegas, and Arizona. Former Commanders offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury is interviewing this morning for the Ravens head coaching job, and Packers now are expected to try to work out a deal in the coming days to keep head coach Matt LaFleur in Green Bay. They have not learned their lesson. I'm intrigued to see what this, quote, deal looks like. He currently has 1 year remaining on his contract. Both sides want clarity moving forward. The Browns, they are interviewing Mike McDaniel today for their head coach opening. Colts defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo will interview the New York Giants head coaching position Tuesday, per source. The overlap with Joe Shane in Miami was the Giants DB's coach in 2018. Sean McVay said Matthew Stafford, he sprained his index finger on his throwing hand, but will be good to go against the Bears on Sunday. Mike McDaniel interviewed this morning for the Browns job, and he's interviewed at the moment with the Browns. He interviews with the Falcons for their head coaching position early this evening, so busy day for him. Patriots corner Christian Gonzalez is in concussion protocol. The Falcons completed an interview with John Harbaugh. So he's already had interviews with the Giants, Titans, Browns, Raiders, and Cardinals. And Sean McDermott, the Bills head coach, told reports that Gabe Davis suffered a torn ACL versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. So torn ACL for Gabe Davis. He's done for the year. So some people around the league believe Kevin Stefanski is a backup plan for both the Falcons and Giants. If they cannot land John Harbaugh, they can shift their attention towards Stefanski if Harbaugh goes elsewhere. The Cowboys, they will interview former Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon for their vacancy at defensive coordinator. Don't know much about him. I don't know much about him as a defensive guy, so can't really say much there. An extension for GM George Patton is likely on the Broncos' radar, says Jay Fowler, ESPN. The Texans will exercise C.J. Stroud's fifth-year option and possibly sign him to an extension this offseason, setting money for next offseason. Sean Watson, Browns quarterback, will be on the roster in 2026 and can even compete for the starting job. Oh, God. John Harbaugh is expected to be firmly in the mix for the Titans. He likes to play Tennessee. Cam Ward, the cap space, and strong management. So to end it here with Schefter. So the Dolphins are requested to speak with Lions defensive coordinator Kelvin Sheppard for their vacant head coaching job. Jonathan Gannon also has interviews for the Commanders defensive coordinator job on Thursday and the Titans for head coach on Sunday. Defensive tackle Ed Oliver and wide receiver Curtis Samuel should return to practice this week for the Bills this week, potentially huge. Meanwhile, Josh Allen is sore. Joe Alt did not want to go into specifics of his ankle injury. When asked if there was fracture ligament damage, he said, "Everything you could do to an ankle, I did pretty much." So, Cliff Kingsbury, the Raiders are requesting to interview Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter for their vacant head coaching job. So he'll add them to a growing list. Texans are going to activate rookie safety Jalen Reed today. Texans backup Davis Mills, whose wife just had a baby, will travel to tonight's game and be available against the Steelers. So let's move on to NBA news. Nothing from Sheen, so let's get NBA Central. So the Lakers are a team to watch, or a team to monitor for Jonathan Kuminga, per Jake L. Fisher. I highly doubt it, but I could see it happening maybe. So Ben McMahon on John Morant, he talked about John Morant, so everyone in that arena, much less locker room, knows they want to get rid of him, and feelings mutual. It's reached a point where John Morant's career cannot continue in Memphis. I feel like it's basically confirmed that he's gone. I feel like he's going to get traded. Like Trae Young got traded, I think like John Morant, LaMelo Ball could be next of guys that could get traded. Honestly. But yeah, it's really two things there for basketball. Like, there's not a lot of NBA news, honestly. Just a little bit there. Let's move on. So let's move on to see what little bit we have for baseball here. So the Rays acquired infielder Brett Wisely and Kim Waldachuk from the Braves in exchange for a player to be named later or cash considerations. Osvaldo Albedo and Tsung Che-Chang have been designated for assignment. This is from the Tampa Bay Rays. The Yankees have offered free agent outfielder Cody Bellinger a 5-year contract worth $155 million to $160 million without deferrals. He continues to push for 7 years. Is he gonna? I just don't think he's gonna get 7 years, but I just don't think he wants to be a Yankee. The Yankees, they have also expressed interest in Cubs infielder Nico Warner. The Yankees have expressed interest in every player in the league and have got like minor league players instead. The Reds got Pierce Johnson. The Reds signed Garrett Hampson, Josh Stamount, and Brandon LeBrant on contracts. So if anything from Jeff Passion. So there's not too much news. I'm just trying to get what I can here. But yeah, I think that's really it. I'm trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. But let's move on to wrestling to end the video here. So for wrestling, let's get into it. So CM Punk versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship is set for Raw in Belfast, Ireland next week. And Rhea and Io Sky versus Liv Morgan and Roxanne for the tag titles is set for Saturday night's main event. So, got 2 matches. Announced there one for next week on Monday Night Raw and one for Saturday night's main event, which I believe is what, January 24th. I'm going to go over the advertisement. So while not scheduled for a heel turn, Cody Rhodes is playing for a character shift after losing the undisputed title to Drew McIntyre. I don't know what it's going to be like, an aggressive babyface, which we've already begun to like see on WWE TV. They've been hinting at it when he told Nick Aldis he worked for me. So I guess he's going to be like an aggressive babyface character, not a heel. I guess that's it. Maybe a heel turn could happen. We'll see. So, Priscilla Kelly, Gigi Dolan, deleted her ex-Twitter account following social media backlash for her accepting a booking at a pro wrestling event in Israel. Was announced. That was announced, and she made a decision not to go, cancel it, I think, and then deleted her social media. So, Blake Monroe and JC Jane are not expected to be called to the WWE main roster imminently. Killer Kelly leaves TNA. But, yeah, that's all the news here. It's not too much. Like, it's not like a huge news episode. I'll try to go over whatever I could here. So, yeah. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Till next time out. Peace.